The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He finds an opening past the 40. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Ravens.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 36, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Raven first down.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. That strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the... ...20.
You are ready to
Taking
get
down back at the 20-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On first down, they go with Dixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Brown, right side. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get in the right room.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
About 3 yards there to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming. Time to go. Night.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off 10. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
That's another Browns first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. first down, Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point on the NFL scoreboard, looking and keeping an eye on Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. Hey, Roy 33.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Take the edge.
Pistol.
Switch gears.
I got it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Strong, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Dixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. From the 22, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devin White has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
57, Mike, 57. Go, boy. 57.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Going up top for Kupp. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down. Dixon. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Jackson now. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
A gain of 13 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Hey, check Mike, 50 seconds.
To throw again, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
180!
Blue down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tim Williams in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, switch running. Hey, here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called